I'm Teisha with Shalom TV's News Update. Israel's Deputy Foreign Minister Dani Ayalon said Tuesday that Israel and Egypt will increase security cooperation following Sunday's deadly terror attack at the border between the two countries in the Sinai that left 16 Egyptian soldiers dead. Ayalon also stressed that any Egyptian action in the Sinai would have to be carried out within the framework of the Israeli-Egyptian peace treaty. In regards to claims made Monday by Hamas and Muslim Brotherhood members that Israel was behind the Sinai attack, Ayalon said such claims were laughable, and Foreign Ministry spokesman Yigal Palmor said even the person who says this when he looks at himself in the mirror does not believe the nonsense he is uttering. The Jerusalem Post reports that New York State Comptroller Thomas DiNapoli has agreed to help track down property that belonged to Jewish victims of the Holocaust. Project Heart, a Holocaust restitution task force set up by the Jewish Agency for Israel and the Israeli government, said DiNapoli agreed to search his state's financial database for lost bank accounts opened by Jews known to have died in Europe during World War II. DiNapoli said he would search through information for 48 million lost accounts that dates back to 1943 for names of known Holocaust victims. DiNapoli told Shalom TV, "I am very interested in Project Heart's latest effort to ensure that Holocaust survivors receive all the money that they are entitled to. We want to see that justice is served for the survivors, and if the survivor is no longer with us, to make sure that their heirs are able to receive their unclaimed funds." In our Election 2012 report today, the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, or the DCCC, issued a retraction of statements it had made linking Jewish business magnate Sheldon Adelson to funds from prostitution at his casinos in China and claiming that those funds went to contributions for Republican congressional candidates. The allegations were based on claims from a wrongful termination suit filed by former Adelson employee Steve Jacobs. Adelson had filed suit in return several weeks ago claiming defamation, and Adelson's attorney had demanded that the DCCC retract the allegations and apologize. The committee did just that, saying on Thursday that the allegations they had made were unsubstantiated and said this was wrong, the statements were untrue and unfair, and we retract them. Further saying the DCCC extends its sincere apology to Mr. Adelson and his family for any injury we have caused. The clash between secular and ultra-Orthodox Israelis has made the cover of Time magazine. Time reporter Carl Vick writes in the August 13th Europe, Asia, and Africa edition of Time that, quote, "a new battle for Jerusalem is underway." The timepiece focuses on the Jerusalem neighborhood of Kiryat Yovel as a microcosm for the entire country's battle for its identity. Kiryat Yovel has seen growing tensions as the ultra-Orthodox try to increase their hold on the city, and their increasing birth rate, Vick notes, may be allowing that to happen. 3 generations ago, the ultra-Orthodox were all but extinct, Vick writes. Their Lazarus-like comeback either threatens the fabric of Israel or, as they see it, points the way to the nation's salvation. And turning to the Olympics, Jewish-American gymnast Ali Raceman won a gold medal Tuesday on floor exercise about an hour after winning a bronze medal on the balance beam. The bronze followed the U.S. issuing a complaint against the original result on the beam, which put Raceman in 4th, finishing behind Catalina Panor of Romania, who fell off the beam in the finals. After the Americans' protest, the rescoring put the 2 gymnasts in a tie, with Raceman ultimately taking the bronze because of her higher execution score. Raceman, who is 18, is from Needham, Massachusetts. She performed her gold-winning floor routine to Hava Nagila, which she has performed to several times in the Olympic Games. And finally, Jewish-American composer Marvin Hamlisch has died. Hamlisch was a child prodigy who was accepted into what is now the Juilliard pre-college division a few months before his 7th birthday. Hamlisch is best known for the movie scores he wrote, including the Oscar-winning The Way We Were and The Sting, and his Broadway credits of A Chorus Line and They're Playing Our Song. He was one of only 11 people to win all 4 major U.S. performing awards, winning 4 Emmys, 4 Grammys, 3 Oscars, and a Tony for A Chorus Line, for which he also won a Pulitzer Prize. Shalom TV's President Mark Golub interviewed Hamlisch in February of last year.
Every hour you heard this at the college. I don't know why, but I guess that they identified the hour. So when I came home, this was what I did for the first few days. That was it. That turned into, and again, days go by, you know. That turned into thinking about long notes because Barbra Streisand's singing. And then, of course, we were blessed with a fantastic title. I mean, the book was a great title. So what you do is you make sure that in the song you leave enough room for the title. And that's slowly but surely how you plot the song.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You know? Hamlisch died suddenly Tuesday in Los Angeles after a brief unspecified illness. He was 68 years old. And that's Shalom TV's News Update. I'm Teisha Bader.